Hi, Sea Loves. I am Simply Jordan and welcome to this video. Today, I am bringing you a neutral gold full glam. Now, there is a difference between natural and neutral. Natural is your more polished, I woke up like this type of vibe. Versus neutral, you can still have a lot of color, but it's your golds, your browns, your taupes, colors that go with everything. And like natural looks, you can pair any kind of lip with neutral looks. Today, I decided to go with this dark reddish brown matte lip. Of course, I'll list all those details as the video goes along, but if you like it, just keep watching and let's get into it.
Alright honey, so as usual I'm starting with my brows. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills number 12 brush, and today I want to do a brow cream. So I'm taking the Morphe brow cream in Mocha. It's a little lighter than the usual Java color that I wear, and I don't know, I just want to use a cream today. And of course I'm still defining that bottom shape, and rather than going straight to that top line, I fill up first with the cream because it does pick up a lot of extra product, and then I trace that top line, get that to the shape that I want, and then I fill down from the top. Taking the back of that spoolie and just brushing the product through my brows, making sure they're laying down the way that I want them to. And now this is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Deep, and I'm just using that to clean up a little bit. You can get a bit heavy-handed with creams, at least I know I do. So I'm just using that to redefine my shape, clean up any areas where I have gotten maybe a little messy. And again, we are leaving halo brows in the past. The shade is, of course, again, fairly close to my skin tone. I'm just using that to clean up around the brows. This is just a flat kind of concealer brush from an Amazon brush set that I got online. And now with the Morphe M173 brush, I'm just taking that and blending out the concealer around my brows. Same brush and a lighter concealer color, I'm just laying down a base for my eyeshadows today. I'm using the Warrior 2 palette from Juvia's Place. This is the M504 from Morphe in the color Yoded, and using it as a transition shade, just building it up and blending it out right above my crease. We're going to go darker as we go further down. The next color from that same Juvia's Place palette is Jimire on the M505 brush. It's a reddish color, and we're just taking that a little closer underneath where we laid that first color. And now with the next color, this is Kufudu, again with the Morphe M503 brush. We're taking that a little lower down into that crease, right into the socket of my eye, and really deepening that crease. And as I answer a FaceTime call from my brother Roman, I'm just really taking my time to really deepen that deep brown onto my crease and a little bit onto my outer V, just to get a really rich brown. And now from the Juvia's Place, the Masquerade palette. This is a color Casablanca on the M167 brush. And these are some of the most pigmented colors I've ever used. Juvia's Place is definitely one of my favorite brands for eyeshadow other than Morphe. I'm just taking that color and that brush and really kind of doing almost a cut crease, but not really. I'm just shaping out that eyeshadow color so it can be really bold and really take up a lot of space on my lid, and just covering that and really packing it on. I went back in with Kufudu from the Warrior 2 palette from Juvia's Place. I want to bring that onto my lid a little bit more, so I just took that same small blending brush and just brought that down into the outer V and packed that on a little more. These are some lashes that I got from Amazon. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that. I think it's Jimire foamy lashes. They're vegan. They're actually really nice. I'm telling you, lashes and brushes on Amazon are definitely slept on. Some of my favorite brushes that I've gotten are from Amazon. I'll leave a link to these and other brushes that I've used down below in the description. And for primer, this is the Smashbox Original Photo Finish Primer. This is an oldie but goodie for me. Definitely one of my favorites. Just taking that and spreading it all around my face. And for foundation, this is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin in Wide 523. I hadn't reached for this in a while. It's in a squeeze tube, that's why I'm using a brush to apply it. But I actually really like this foundation. And now with a dense foundation brush, again, another one that I got from Amazon. I'm just taking that and blending that all out over my face. It is pretty full coverage, so I didn't need a lot. I did add a little bit more around my cheeks on the end, but that's pretty much the most of it. Majority of it is what you see on my face now. And for concealer, this is the Tarte Shape Tape in Tan Deep Sand. Another really good favorite of mine, taking that and putting it where I want to attract light. Of course, that's under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my chin, and to do a little more seamless transition from the light of that concealer to my foundation, I'm taking a little bit of that deep shade and putting that right in between, and blending both together with the Sonia Kashuk Beauty Sponge. This really is my favorite part of doing my makeup. Between doing highlight and lashes, I feel like that's when the look really comes together. Everything looks like total trash, but something about when you pop on those lashes and you put on that concealer to highlight your face, you finally look like you about to look like something. And now I'm actually taking a little bit of Tan Sand, a slightly lighter color of that concealer, and popping it right underneath the center parts of my eyes just to brighten it up a little bit more. And to set that concealer, this is the Black Radiance True Complexion Loose Setting Powder in Banana. I've used this powder a couple of times and it's actually really nice. I almost want it to be more of a deep banana, maybe not so bright, but it's still a really good powder, really finely milled. It's still not topping my Maybelline, but it's still a really good powder. And of course, I'm putting that in all the places where I put that concealer, putting on a little more, a slight bake, but nothing too excessive. And to set the rest of my foundation, this is the Ulta Beauty Finishing Powder in Tan to Deep Warm. It's a sheer to light coverage powder, just using that to kind of set the rest of my face, brush off the extra powder that I use to bake my concealer, and finish off the look. And for bronzer, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills in Mahogany. This is one I'm going to be reaching for a lot. I love it because it's still deep enough to where I can get a good contour, but not super warm to where I look like red or orange. It's just a great shade for me to get a good shape to my face. And contouring my nose with a small angled shadow brush and taking that color up into my brow. It seems to be a lot more blended out and flawless, for lack of a better word, when I take that color up. To set my face, this is the Morphe Original Setting Mist. This is definitely my favorite setting spray of all the sprays that I've used. More than Urban Decay, more than NYX. It's just the best in my personal opinion. And I'll take in that same deep brown from the Juvia's Place palette. I'm just using that to smoke out my bottom line a little bit, nothing too intense, but just to add a full overall color. And I'm taking Dahlia, I hope that I'm saying that right, from the Masquerade palette on an M574 brush and brightening my inner corner. For the glow, this is Juvia's Place, the Royalty 1 Loose Highlight. Here I'm using a Morphe 429 brush, but it wasn't giving me the beam that I was looking for, so I ended up using the e.l.f. highlighting brush to really kind of layer that color on. But since I'm using it here, I'm just using that to, of course, touch on the high points of my face, my cheekbones, my nose, my cupid's bow, and my right above my eyebrows, just to, you know, have ET say hi to me. Touching underneath my eyebrows with that Morphe M574 brush to add a little bit more glow. And then for my blush, of course, I'm going back to that Warrior 2 palette in the color Daura, just to add a little rosiness to my cheeks. I'm telling you, this palette is so great for blushes. It's just really good. And for my lower lashes, of course, it will be Ulta Beauty New Heights Mascara. A really great brush because it's really small and I can really get a good coat on my lashes, but then this happens. Dang it. But it's okay. We're going to fix it. We're going to let it dry a little bit, and then we're going to take a clean, kind of small concealer brush and just flicking that product off, so that way it doesn't smudge. You want to let it dry down first. And once you get it off, you can just take your either a brush or a sponge and just dab over that same area so you don't have a spot on your nose. And now for my lips. This is the Lip Bar Matte Liquid Lip in Rebel. Look how gorgeous that color is. When I first bought it, I thought it was more of a brown, but I'm totally fine with it. It's like a deep brownish burgundy wonderfulness. And I just love how it lays down. It's a really small kind of pointed tip, so I can really shape my lips the way that I want to, or just shape the lips that I have. Let that dry down, and honey, there we have it. There she is. Of course, please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Continue to let me know what you want to hear from me. I promise to have some good things coming for you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.